I've traveled to nearly every corner of Europe, from the pristine order of Switzerland to the lively chaos of Albania. But nothing could prepare me for what I encountered in this country. A country I thought I could picture in my mind. But reality turned out to be something entirely different. This place surprised me in ways I never expected, leaving me with lasting impressions I can't wait to share. Pause for a moment and imagine what comes to mind when you think about Egypt. Of course, the pyramids. Many people visit Egypt for a relaxing beach vacation, so I assumed it would be similar to Turkey, just a bit wilder. Well, I was wrong. It's real Africa. On my way to the hotel, the streets of Cairo seemed alive with unpredictable energy. Cars ignoring lanes, people darting across roads. How are they not afraid for their lives? I didn't expect that from Egypt. At first it felt overwhelming, but soon it became part of the adventure. Picture this. You are driving down the street and almost in the middle of the road you see cats, dogs and even goats eating trash. It's so surreal that it becomes funny. My advice: if you take Egypt too seriously, you'll never enjoy it. My hotel was near the pyramids, and this shattered another myth that I had in my mind. I always imagined the pyramids standing in the middle of a vast desert, far away from any city. That's all impressions from photos and documentaries I have seen in my life. In reality, the pyramids sit at the edge of Giza, a city that's practically part of Cairo. The pyramids rise majestically against a backdrop of urban life, cars, rooftops, and gods. Yeah, you heard it right. The hotel's rooftop terrace had stunning views on the pyramids, but it also had unexpected neighbors. Gods on the roof of the neighboring hotel. It was surreal, to say at least. How did they get there? I have no idea. But it's Egypt, so anything seems possible. My hotel room was incredibly dark. Only a faint light filtered through, and less than half of the light bulbs even worked. Early in the morning, before the sun even rose, I was woken up by the sound of the morning prayers echoing from mosques around me. Breakfast with a view of the Great Pyramid was an unforgettable experience. Surprisingly, sitting there in person felt oddly normal. My mind struggled to connect the extraordinary sight with the routine feeling of the everyday breakfast. Hotels near the pyramids offer stunning views, but the area itself feels chaotic. Street vendors hustle for every opportunity to sell camel rides, and no one cleans up the street after the animals. Fortunately, the smell didn't reach my room, but the smell around my hotel's reception was so overpowering that I couldn't sit there to use the Wi-Fi, which wasn't working in my hotel room. By the way, unreliable Wi-Fi in budget hotels is not uncommon in Egypt, so if you plan to visit this country, keep it in mind. Traffic in Egypt deserves its own story. Rules? Known. Lanes? Optional. Seatbelts? Rarely used. Cars often spot two license plates, with the Egyptian one simply stamped over the original. Public transport seemed impenetrable for tourists. Look at these minibuses. Can you imagine yourself riding inside it? Or this nice bus with both doors open. Consider the Cairo Metro, which is relatively tourist-friendly. I didn't use it because my hotel was too far away. Instead, I ordered a private day tour to see the most famous key points of Cairo. As I explored the city, one thing that caught my attention was the number of unfinished buildings. Many homes are left incomplete for practical reasons, including tax benefits, financial constraints, or the idea of expanding the house over time for future generations. These structures give parts of Cairo a rugged, improvised feel. My first stop on the tour was the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization. It's an excellent introduction to Egypt's history, including fascinating hieroglyphs like Ankh, which symbolizes life. The museum's highlight was the Mummies Hall, where I saw the preserved remains of ancient kings and queens. Photography isn't allowed here. Honestly, I wouldn't want to film it anyway. It's very strange to see bodies that are thousands of years old displayed as an exhibit. Next, I visited the Citadel of Cairo, a historic fortress that served as Egypt's seat of power for nearly 700 years. The panoramic view of the city from here is breathtaking. The stunning Muhammad Ali Mosque, with its intricate design, is a must-see. Since I was visiting Egypt during Ramadan, at a specific time all tourists were asked to leave the mosque as there was a prayer planned, which made the experience even more unique. What surprised me most was discovering Egypt's significant Christian heritage. I did not expect to find that in Egypt, especially in Cairo city borders. I visited the St. Sergius and Bacchus Church, where you can find the crypt believed to have sheltered the Virgin Mary, Joseph, and the infant Jesus during their journey. The Hanging Church, with its more than 100 ancient icons, was another highlight. Here you may also find relicts like parts of the Holy Cross and the Virgin Mary's girdle. For me, as a Christian, that was very special. course, no trip to Egypt is complete without visiting the pyramids. So that was my plan for the evening. The Great Pyramid of Giza isn't just a famous landmark. It's the last remaining wonder in the ancient world. Standing near these immense structures, I felt an energy that's hard to describe. Touching one of the stones was a special moment for me. The Great Sphinx, known for its mysterious missing nose, stood nearby as a silent guardian of these ancient wonders. Legend has it that Napoleon's soldiers used the Sphinx nose for target practice, but historians believe the damage may have occurred earlier, possibly in the 15th century. After exploring the pyramids, I asked my guide to take me to the restaurant for a late lunch, where I wanted to try authentic local food. The dish I tried was delicious, though I never caught its name. If you recognize it, let me know in the comments. Later, I visited a shop where I saw how papyrus is made. Tourists here get the chance to pick up some unique souvenirs from papyrus. As night fell, I experienced a Nile River cruise. This wasn't the peaceful, quiet kind of cruise that I have had in Europe. In Egypt, it was a full-blown party with music, dancing, and all-you-can-eat buffet. It's a lot of fun, but don't expect to focus on the river scenery. I didn't see anything because I was enjoying the party. I spent only 2 nights in Egypt, and that's far too little to truly understand this country. But I did have a second encounter with Egypt while on a cruise ship traveling through Suez Canal. While our ship was navigating there, we saw some railway crossings. We passed under the famous Friendship Bridge, which is really huge. In 2016, the construction of the new side channel was finished, so now, in some sections, the Suez Canal consists of 2 channels. All our way along the canal, we were guided by 2 tugboats. They conveyed us until our ship exited the channel and entered the open sea. In my next video, I'll take you to a completely different part of the Middle East, somewhere unexpected. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the new video.